what do you suppose this is? You suppose someone brought a car here or something? Yeah, that's what it looks like. That cases. Can you see that? How the concrete there is curving up? It's like somehow water got under this space here and forced this in to come up. That's funny. Never seen that before. Oh. Man, I am still not feeling well. Skipped my workout today. Part of that was because I just slept so long. I think if I would have woke up earlier, probably would have done it still. I didn't wake up that late, but I wanted to take it easy and get water and stuff. Which, that doesn't seem like it should be a very time-consuming task, but I probably do it in a primitive way. Like fill up 5 1-gallon jugs with my 5-gallon jug. And then I have to drive into town and fill up the 5-gallon jug. It's amazing how such a simple little errand can be so time-consuming. I think that took like 40 minutes or something. Can't remember exactly what I was thinking. Earlier I was thinking about Jeff Bezos. I read The Everything Store maybe 3 or 4 months ago, but I didn't want to do a review on the book because even though I read it so recently, I read a lot, so I've read a lot of books in between, so I don't think I'd have the details readily available on hand to do a very good book review. But the concept of what happened there is something I'd like to talk about, because it's like he had a vision and he had extreme focus and stuff, and those things are admirable, but when you make a vision, you should make sure that it's a vision that you can attain without destroying everything around you. Because at the beginning, it's really encouraging. Like, this guy, he had a good job, but he decides to take the risk and go after what he wants. He did it real logically though. He thought, worst case scenario, I fail. I can go back to the job I had before or a job similar and make a lot of money because I have skills in that area. So he didn't see it all silly the way some people do, where they make the worst case scenario something really, really horrible their imagination comes up with. He was looking at things realistically. That kind of gave him the freedom to go after what he wanted. And he had the I don't know what you would call it, like the good intuition, the good ability to read reality, the good ability to see where things were headed, to see that the internet was going to go somewhere and that it was going to explode and be big, and he wanted to be a part of it. And like a lot of really successful people, he read a lot. So that's kind of the niche he started with, was trying to sell books online. And like, they had like cheap old warehouses with tables made out of old doors and whatnot. There was all kinds of crazy stuff in the beginning. It was really cool, and I was loving the story to that point. And there's things that Amazon did that are awesome, like the fact that they started the self-publishing industry so that you don't have to go submit your work to all these publishers who reject you. I mean, how many people since this self-publishing thing started have we seen that have created great works that everybody loves and they're successful, that would have been rejected by publishers? It's like some kind of crazy power dynamic. So I'm glad that he got rid of that. That is awesome. And I think creating the Kindle got more people to read them before. And there are a lot of good things he did. I use Amazon. It's very convenient. But what I don't like is at a certain point he had a certain amount of success, but he had this vision, like, you know, he's thinking like the Amazon River, this big huge thing. He wanted a spot online where you could get everything, the everything store basically, which was what the title of that book was. And because of that, he would destroy great companies, like people that put things together really, really well. They were creating win-win situations. They were servicing their customers' needs. They had specialization. They had the ability to give their customers what they wanted more so than Amazon. But he had so much success that he'd just do the price war thing, like the price gouging, which I think is illegal, but he'd find loopholes and find ways to do it. And so like he took out that big old shoe company like Zappo or whatever it was. I mean, that place was awesome. They really cared about what they did and they did it well. And he just destroyed them in like a year or something so that he could buy their facilities and go into shoes. And he did the same thing to like this really cool like online baby supply place that had grown pretty big. And these are people that were families. They knew the needs of babies and everything, and they really, really cared about what they did and a high quality service. But you can't compete with Amazon. It's too freaking huge. It's so big that at one point in the book, like Walmart and Costco and Target and Kmart and all these big giants all teamed up together to try to beat them, and they couldn't. So yeah, it's like insane what Amazon's like. I mean, it's cool that someone could create something like that, but I didn't like that he seemed to destroy a lot of really cool stuff. And I think if you're creating a life for yourself, making your life what you want, it's okay to compete, and it's okay to beat people, and it's okay to take people out of business that don't belong there. But I don't like the thought of creating a gigantic, monstrous juggernaut of death that just runs over everything regardless of whether it's good or not. That's taking it too far. But I don't know, that's just what I was thinking about today. So if you disagree with me or anything, you can put it in the comments. I would like to see opposing viewpoints. Maybe I can learn something cool from it. It's a beautiful day and had a great 3 days off. I have to go to work pretty soon, so I should probably be off. Have yourself a great day.